Hello and welcome to the Sweet Southern Sports Podcast where we talk about SEC sports. Today I'll be looking at the SEC Football Week 6 preview. So looking at the top 5 takeaways from last week, first off is Bama back. Bama beat Georgia on the road, snapping their home game winning streak after the tough start to the season for the Tide. In that first FSU game, they've been looking like they've been on an absolute roll. They beat them 24-21. And really, when it comes to the game, they really controlled the entire thing, which was really good to see from them. So we'll have to watch out to see kind of what they do moving forward. But Alabama looked really clean. They have a tough one coming up. Vanderbilt coming into their home place. We'll see if they can handle them. Vandy likes to control a lot of clock, so we'll have to see. Next is Ole Miss gets the big win over LSU. They won 24-19 at home. This is a really, really, really well coached team with Lane Kiffin. I think they really showed some of LSU's key weaknesses and really held them there, not letting them run the football. And just kept kind of pushing that they had to run, and that really helped them out. I don't know what's up with Nussmeier. He wasn't looking great. Ole Miss, though, took advantage of that and won that game. It was a big win for them. So congratulations to the Rebels. Third is by Coach Pittman from Arkansas. They got steamrolled 56-13, literally at home against Notre Dame. It was really ugly. Tough way for Pittman to go out. It seems like Sam Pittman was a really good, energetic coach when it comes to the locker room, but just was not showing on the field, so they let him go. So we'll have to see who gets that Arkansas spot in the future. And then Texas A&M survived Auburn. So Texas A&M was in a battle with Auburn. Texas A&M again controlled most of the game, but it came down to 16-10 when they won. And it seemed like Texas A&M just couldn't get away fully, and kind of spread that gap a little bit, but they were able to win the game. And last but not least, Tennessee had a crazy good game against Mississippi State. It was at Mississippi State, went to overtime, but the game was back and forth. A lot of really fun offense in that game. All right, but let's look at what we have this week. So first off, in the first game on October 4th, we have Kentucky going on the road to Georgia. Georgia opens as a 20.5 point favorite. I do think Georgia wins this game pretty easily, especially coming off the loss to Alabama at home. I think they'll be ready to start that win streak back up again at home and put on a show for their crowd there. Next at 3:30 p.m. on ESPN, this was thought to be a really big game in the preseason, but it's kind of calmed down a good bit. You have number 9 Texas going to Florida, who is 1-3. Texas, at this point in the video, only is a 6.5 point favorite, so they're only seeing about a touchdown here. This is really only if Florida shows up with their best foot forward again. When you're 1-3, you could lose your team at any point. So I don't really know where that is going to be for Florida. Also expect the Swamp, if they can keep them in it, if they can keep the fans in it early, we'll have to see how good Manning is under pressure. Because again, this place can get pretty loud. But when it comes to it, I think Texas finds a way to win. But again, watch out for this one to be a little bit closer than people are thinking. People are paying very close attention to this game. On 3:30 on ABC, this is also where they will be doing College Game Day. You have number 16 Vanderbilt going to number 10 Alabama. Most people are shocked by this game being the game game, as it really just comes down to how the heck is Vandy in a spot like this. But when looking at it, Vandy beat them last year, stunned them after that Georgia game last year. And I think Vandy's going to be looking to possibly do it again. Vandy is like one of the top teams in the country on third down conversions, running the football in the top like 20, and they love running out the clock. So it really just comes to, can Alabama get off the field so they have the opportunity to score points. I do think Alabama wins. I'd be very, very, very cautious though of trying to say Alabama will cover this game. They definitely have the more talent, but just when it comes to that clock game, that can be a little nerve-wracking when it comes to the betting lines. Then at 7:30 on the SEC Network, you have Mississippi State going to Texas A&M. Mississippi State's been such a surprise team in the SEC, playing so well so far, but I do have them losing to Texas A&M. I think it's just that offensive line and that defense is just going to be too much for Mississippi State to handle. But again, Texas A&M is a really, really good football team, so it wouldn't be bad losing to them by even by the spread. If they lost by just 14 and a half, 14, 15 points, they'd be in good shape. So I think Texas A&M gets it done there. And last game at 4 p.m. on the SEC Network, you have Kent State going to Oklahoma. Oklahoma opens as a 45.5 point favorite. Their quarterback has been down with a hand injury, so we'll have to see if how that looks. But I do think Oklahoma wins this game pretty easily. Again, they open as a 45.5 point favorite, so not crazy news here, but pretty short week when it comes to the SEC games. That's it. Again, a lot of teams are on bye this week, but we should get a couple good ones in there. So make sure you like and subscribe, and look out for more content in the future.